Hello, everyone. Christian Hernandez here with Sports Video Group. We're here with a new sponsor, Spotlight. Very excited for this one. Known about this company for years, and when they signed up, was very jazzed up. It's Q, and I'm with co-founder Ira Akers. Ira, how you doing, sir? How's everything going?
Doing great, man. Thank you so much for having me. Really
Of
appreciate it.
course, of course. You guys are a very busy company. You seem to be on the rise, and the trajectory is towards the moon. It seems like so. Finally, really happy to finally get a chance to talk to you and kind of sit down and talk about what you guys have been up to. For some reason, if you don't know who Q is, I'm not sure what you're doing, but
Yeah,
if
where are you?
yeah, if you don't, for Ira, if they're watching this video for their first time, and you kind of need to give them like a brief overview of what you guys do. Game presentation wise, you guys are in the venues, kind of
Yeah.
on the entertainment element and that side of things. But what are some of the portfolio solutions and things that you have that you're giving to these teams and stadiums?
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Christian. So we have our synchronized smartphone light show. That was our flagship product since 2017. We've been primarily in the NCAA space. We worked with Purdue, Illinois, Marquette, and the beauty of that product was when you went and played those teams, you got to see this amazing light show, and then that team would reach out. So the likes of Coke, Consolidated. They've worked with us for like 7 years now, walking us into universities and paying for the activation and then seeing those activations come to life. That was our flagship product. We've since really moved into even video board opportunities where it's scan the QR code, take a photo, share it. I took my kids to a Pacers game and they were doing the light show, and then there was post to this hashtag and then get yourself up on the video board.
Right.
And we did that, and my kids were up on the video board and they were like, they thought they were the coolest thing in the whole world, right? So,
Right.
so we've since been able to just build a product where it's just scan the QR code, take a photo, and share it, rather than having to like route it through, a social, just because many people want to just keep it right there local. So we started with our flagship light show, synchronized light show. We've moved into live stream to the video board, take a photo of the video board. We have trivia, polling, bingo, a whole slew of fan. We really want to be kind of that one-stop shop for fan engagement. How do you bring the fan into the event? How do you make it entertaining for those timeouts, for those intros, things like that? How do we take it to the next level?
Sure. And it's more than I know. Obviously, we're focusing on sports, but you guys have,
Yeah,
branched out into concerts. Basically anything, if you scan a ticket and you're going into a building to see something with the seat and the
sure.
video board, that's something that you guys are really getting into.
Yes.
Let's keep on talking about that, Ira, in terms of growth in sports. So I know just off the top of my head, you got, the Bengals, you did some Formula One stuff for the Miami Grand Prix. In terms of clients, who are some of those people that you're working with? And it seems like, that prime time nationally televised, Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football game where there's no light outside, right? The sun is
Yeah.
down, people are really
Yeah.
gathered in at one spot and all the eyes are on you. So talk about the clients and then really capitalizing on those nighttime slots for games.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely for our light show. We've had a lot of people say like, "Well, how does it look during the day?" It will work and it looks fine,
Sure.
but at
Yeah.
night is where you really want to see it shine. And one of our current employees, Kyle Campbell, was previously with the New Orleans Saints. That was one of my favorite places to light up because it's pitch dark, day or night, right? So
Right.
that was an exciting place to be. Is doing the light show there. We've, as you mentioned, the Bengals, the Eagles. We're working with quite a few NFL teams this year to not only bring the light show to life, but also our fancy product, our post up, and those are again live streaming to the video board. So really highlighting your fans, going from 10 to 20 cameras to 10 to 20,000 cameras, giving everyone an opportunity to be up on the video board. We really want to create that fandom and fan for life, right? If you get that person up on the video board, there's a connection. They feel like they all of a sudden own this place and they will be a
Right.
fan hopefully for life. So to trivia, we have a new AR prize drop where it's scan the QR code and then actual prizes drop out of the sky. And so you're grabbing them with your phone. It's a lot of fun.
Right.
You mentioned, yes, we are moving out of sports. So Sabrina Carpenter is currently doing that on her tour. So we're taking a lot of things that we've learned in sports and we're moving it into music and tours and corporate events to show like it's a big gathering of people. They need to engage and create those big moments. We're helping them do that.
Sure. Now I'm gonna, put you in the time machine real quick, Ira. When you first,
Yeah.
co-founded Q, right? And it was a
Yeah.
totally different time in the industry.
Yeah.
You know, video boards were still kind of, figuring stuff out in terms of workflows, right? Where, HDR, HC, all that stuff,
Totally.
right? Kind of
Yeah.
figuring out like
Yeah.
now the video board is kind of it is
Totally.
the central part of a show, right? Whether it's hinging on the game presentation side or if you're a fan, like you said, the first thing that you do is like, hey, I want to be up on that damn thing.
Yes.
Uh, Right. So now when you adopt a light show element to it and just knowing that that's going to be a part of it if teams adopt it, how has that helped out with the business strategy, right? Or just being in a good place and a good time where it's like, okay, it's beneficial
Yeah.
for us to continue this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it seems to be going in a way that everyone seems to be doing it now.
For sure. I think we have two things working in our favor. One is the video board, and then the other is connectivity. And if those were done separately, it wouldn't make as big of an impact. But because we now have this big video board and we have connectivity from 5G and Wi-Fi, we're able to do more than we ever thought possible. Well, I won't say that. We're able to do what we expected we'd be able to do and we were building towards. It's the amount of people that are doing it. There's a
Right.
third factor that really plays into engagement right now. COVID was awful, right? It was like so bad. People would say, "How you doing?" and say, "Well, I'm in event presentation." Like I'm kind of in
Right.
the wrong business for COVID, but as so many people were. But what we found is coming out of COVID, everyone knows what a QR code is. There's no question. You couldn't eat if you didn't know how to scan a QR code. So having that, our participation has been through the roof, not to mention the video board and the connectivity. So those three kind of created this recipe of a lot of people are joining in these and participating in our events. Before we had good numbers, but now it's astonishing. It really is.
Right.
So impressed too by the game presentation of our teams and how they're promoting our activations. Before, we occasionally get a team that would market it to a degree, and now they're putting it out in every way possible. So it's really great to see our teams really catch those ideas and get creative with it.
Sure. And another, I guess, ingredient to your success is this the way that you've built up your team or your customer service, I guess
Yeah.
your entire makeup, right? It's
Yes.
it's hiring people that understand it, they get it, they were on the other side of it, right?
Yeah.
Might have even used your product like a guy like Kyle. What's up,
Yeah.
Kyle? I'm sure you're
Hey,
gonna watch
Cal.
this, buddy. But hiring people like Kyle that were in the venue, have used it, understand it. How is that, I guess, creating and fostering a relationship that's beneficial to your clients that they know, okay, like, it can kind of be cold sometimes if, the manufacturer may just be like, give you the Heisman, but
Yeah.
you're with them and you understand it. So how does that kind of help out?
Well, there's two things there. First of all, I use a CRM that I can get really frustrated with. I pay all this money and I don't have a direct rep that I can reach out to. I have a group of reps, which is fine. I get my
Right.
answer, somewhat quick, but we don't like that approach. We want to license you technology and then give you someone stateside that has been in your shoes, whether it's Courtney Daniel, who was with the Stars, Jamie Loudon, who she was with the Penguins. They've been in those seats of having to use the technology and not having access to someone like, hey, how do I do this? Teach me how to do this. Teach me how to onboard. We're not licensing and saying good luck, right? We're
Right.
we're a partner. Literally, we're a partner. Whether it's a Saturday evening and you're like, I forgot my password, I can't get in, to Monday morning saying, hey, congrats, these numbers look amazing. This looks great. Here's some ways that we can improve. What are your thoughts? Give us your feedback, etc. And so to the sales side, to Kyle Campbell, as you mentioned, was previously with the Saints, one of our number one clients. He took the light show and made it so great. And so I thought for 4 years, I was like, I'm going to hire this guy. Whenever we growing up, I'm hiring him to Chris Sakosha, who came from Coke. Um, he was our fourth hire. He's one of our sales guys. So we really try and hire from either the sports side or the brand side to give us that insight and knowledge. We really want to know what they're thinking, what our teams are thinking, what their needs are, and having someone that's been in those shoes is more than empathetic of that position. So.
Sure. And so you take all into account the team, the momentum of the industry, the clients you're working with. It's the end of 24. So if I'm Ira Akers and I'm Q, what are some goals or some like
Yeah.
checklist items that you want to achieve heading into 25? Because it's a couple months away.
Yeah, we actually have our 2025 Sales Summit here in Nashville next week, bringing all of our team in. I'm actually flying Jack Colton from London. He's our newest salesperson here to go over that. The reason why I say that is London, Europe, UK, all of the international markets. That's really a big focus of ours. We've got a gentleman named Charlie Dean down in Latin America representing us there. And now with Jack coming on board, very excited to have him on. We've already signed 3 rugby teams. We work with a few EPL teams. So we're really there's a new mood in Europe right now that we're starting to see the US affect that, tried and true tradition of the European market. And so it's exciting to see that their light shows within their first light show is as good as what we've seen some teams take a few games to get to. And I think it's just this pent up demand in the international markets to have what the US has with that fandom, with that entertainment add the tools that we're able to bring. We tried it a few years ago and we found that there's still a little, there's still a little need to see what we're doing and in the US. And so I think we've got a big invitation over there now, finally.
Sure, and even if, NFL games being a mainstay over
Exactly.
in London, right? Just
Exactly.
adopting that American traditional kind of setup, or even, a Tottenham Hotspur Stadium that they have multiple video boards and adopting that.
Totally.
So it seems like it's a perfect marriage. But
Yeah.
uh,
Tottenham,
I,
great call out. They're one of our partners. They're crushing it. They're doing amazing work. So yeah, nailed it.
amazing, Ira. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Thanks for joining the family. Good luck to continued success, and
Thank
hope to
you.
meet you in person soon.
Yeah, ditto. Thank you so much for having me, Christian.